Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are back on the free-to-play today, and it is day number 8 of the Gnut fusion. We currently have the Ice Golem going on right now, and that's what you see me farming in the background. But one thing that I definitely want to mention and want to show in today's video is my hard Ice Golem team. That, you know what? It was a little bit unexpected. I didn't really think this was possible because, you know what, Ice Golem is one of the hardest dungeons to farm because of the fact that it has the RNG inbuilt, and it's all about this passive. Let me see, is it Winter's Power? No, it's Frozen Reckoning. So this is the thing that we need to keep in mind whenever we're thinking about farming Ice Golem. Maybe normal stage or if it's hard mode stage, but this one can basically kill us. And what it does, it's an AoE attack that he can proc if he drops below 80%, 60%, 45, 30 and 15% respectively. The problem that we have with this one is the fact that if there's any of his adds up, he's gonna start ignoring defense and he's gonna start freezing us. So he will revive the adds if he procs this one, and they're gonna come back with 100%. But for this case, they're gonna come with 50% because we already destroyed some of their max HP with the freeze. And there we go, you see, they come back with 50%, and that one can hit really hard. Okay, you saw that even though he has decreased attack, he still is hitting pretty hard. So this one can be a little bit of bad RNG. If you get hit too hard, then you can die. So the way that I'm playing this team is I'm kind of relying on the control from my Artak, from my Miscreated Monster, from the third meter control of Tomb Lord and Lysandra. So it can be a little bit RNG. You know, this could randomly fail if you're not paying attention. But the way that I've done this, it seems kind of reliable. Again, the RNG can still be there, like just one little hit like that, 5-6k, can proc his retaliation, and if both adds are up, we're gonna die. Like, there's very few opportunities or very few instances where we can survive that hit if both the adds are up. So the reason why I wanted to show you this one is because, you know what, it's my free-to-play account, and I'm not using that crazy of, like, I don't know, endgame champion speed running stuff. No, they're slow runs. They're like 4-5 minute runs, but it works. It works, and it's all because I bring the right mechanics in here, and that's especially the decrease attack. Decrease attack is the most important debuff that you want to bring for Ice Golem, and the second most important one is the HP burn. The HP burn is the way that you do damage to this boss on hard stages because he is immune to poison. And the thing is, the thing with this boss is, if his HP goes below those thresholds that we see over here by HP burn or by poisons on lower stages, he will not proc that retaliation. And that's how this team works, and that's how I'm using it. This one's a bad piece, this one's the best piece. So I'm basically doing this one today because, you know what, the dungeon divers will end tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Be very careful. You do not want to miss out on this one. I would suggest stop with the champion training a little bit because you get more dungeon diver points from doing actual dungeons than champion training. You can still get points from champion training, but dungeon divers is the preferred one. So what I would say is just farm Ice Golem today, hit this milestone, and then continue tomorrow with the champion training. Or if you're not ready with the ascension pots, look, we still have almost 3 days for Ice Golem, 2 days and 19 hours for champion training. So you could still do champion training. If not tomorrow, you could still do it on Wednesday. The reason why I'm saying like kind of skipping tomorrow is because tomorrow you will have, let me just close this and show you, tomorrow we will have the Force Keep open. So if you don't have enough ascension pots yet, make sure you farm that tomorrow. That's definitely gonna help you out, because otherwise you're gonna have to use 200 gems to open it, or you're gonna have to wait till Friday. So I would suggest farming Ice Golem today and then farming the ascension pots if you don't have them tomorrow. If you do have them, continue with the Ice Golem, or I would say continue with the champion training, because we're still gonna have, if I'm not mistaken, the next dungeon divers start on Wednesday, and we still have Ice Golem. So tomorrow, Tuesday, could be the day where you farm pots or you continue a little bit of the champion training because the tournament is easier to do, you know. So that's something that I'm doing. But let me show you the preset of the team that I'm actually using. I'm farming stage 5. I don't want to push too much higher because it gets harder and harder. I need more accuracy, more resist. The boss gets higher speed. And you know what? Stage 5 is a pretty decent spot for me to farm. So the presets that I have on this team are as follows. Lissandra is the A3 on the first turn, then do not use it. Second wave, same thing. Then on the boss part, I leave everything. On normal stages, if I would farm with the same team, I would turn off this skill from her because I would want the boss and the ads to take turns to take damage from those poisons. Whereas on the hard difficulties, I do not want to kill the ads with poisons too fast. I want them to be alive, so when I activate HP burns with Artak, I do damage to the boss itself. And that's why on the boss part for Tomb Lord, as an example, I turn off his A2, which are the poisons. I just have him doing the A1 and the A3, which brings me decreased attack, decreased defense, and if they're under 50% turn meter, he drops their turn meter as well. He depletes the turn meter. But if you don't have the Tomb Lord, just bring somebody that does decreased defense and decreased attack, such as Stag Knight could be a good replacement, could bring you some decreased speed for the boss, or Duck the Pierced is again a good one. He might even be a little bit better because he's magic affinity, so he's going to be strong affinity against this stage where they are spirit affinity. Then when it comes to Arbiter, I make her open with the A3, then do not use on the first wave. Same thing on the second wave, and then on the third wave, I use these, and I deactivated the A2 because I don't want the AoE hits, because that's an extra chance for me to proc the boss's retaliation while both the ads are up. And what I also did, I also reset her masteries. I removed the War Master for her because, you know what, I don't need it as much anymore for whatever dungeons I'm doing. I'm relying mostly on the other people's War Master, Giant Slayer, or poisons or HP burns. Artak, I have him prioritize the A3, the HP burn, then second priority the decrease attack for all of the stages because he has a little bit of a wonky AI. He likes to start with the A2 to place a decrease attack, and then if there's decrease attack in there, he does not do this. But this skill not only does it place decrease attack, but it activates HP burn. So I want him to use it whenever it's available. That's why I had to put these presets. And then Miscreant Monster, I open with the stun on the first wave, then do not use it. Open with the stun on the second wave and keep it as priority in case I need to keep stunning them. And on the boss part, I made him prioritize the ally protection. The ally protection is basically my failsafe in this team. In case I get too big of a hit, instead of everybody dying, I have a chance to only have Miscreated Monster dying. What I will be doing later on when I'm gonna get Mithrala, I'm just gonna replace Mithrala. I'm going to bring Mithrala on this team instead of Miscreated Monster. Or one other thing that I could do is, because I have a strong ally protector in, let me see, is it Koragar? Yep. So I could use Koragar in this team. I would just have to max him out because he brings Strengthen as well on the ally protection skill. So he could be a good champion to bring in this team because Strengthen brings us straight up 25% damage mitigation. He will not bring me the stuns for the waves, but he would bring some turn meter boost. He would bring some cleanse, heal on himself, plus a pretty good passive. So he could be a good replacement, which I might actually look into and building him, but then I would have to see who would I drop when I get Mithrala. So this is my Golem team that works on stage 5 hard. Let me just show you their builds. So my Tomb Lord is on his usual build, regen plus perception. This is kind of the build that I'm using on him to solo the Scarab, which is not, I'm not sure if it works on 90 hard because I didn't get there yet, but he has over 350 resist, he has 290 accuracy. This is good enough for Doom Tower because I'm using him in the lead. 100% crit rate, some speed, and then survivability stats, but he obviously needs a lot more in order to survive. Then masteries, I'm running him like this. I could even drop his Giant Slayer maybe if I see that he does not survive enough to maybe grab some different masteries, but I'm gonna check that at a later stage. Now the second one that I'm using is, let me see, what are my next ones? Yeah, so the next one's Arbiter. I reset her masteries and basically gave her more arena focused masteries. I'm not using the War Master anymore. I went down this tree because I want her to get time intervention, you know, turn meter boost, come back to a revive, all that good stuff. And then down the defense tree, I'm still using her in regen plus speed because I want her to survive. Up until I get a better reviver, or maybe I decide to bring maybe Ursala in this team as my reviver for dungeons. Ursala could work pretty well because I'm kind of shifting, as I mentioned, from doing damage from actual raw hits you know, from my Supreme Elhain to HP burn and what's it called, poison damage. So that means I could just drop her because I would not need the increased attack as much, even though, you know what, if I brought Ursala, she does the same thing. She brings increased attack. This revive is on a higher cooldown. I think Arbiter's 5 turn. Okay, so it's kind of the same. So maybe I should actually look into that. I should farm the masteries for Ursala, but obviously after the fusion, and she could be a better champion there because she would bring increased defense and increase and strengthen. And I would lose out on the turn meter boost from Arbiter, but you know what? With Lissandra, I think I have enough turn meter boost in the team. Yeah, Arbiter, I showed her build. She's running at, what, 250 speed, some accuracy and then survivability stats. I didn't care that much about her accuracy, honestly. Then we have Artak. I'm running him in a stun set plus Immortal. This is not perfect. I still need to build some stuff on him. I have 2 pieces of revenge because I want him to have a chance to counterattack and extend HP burns with his A1. That's pretty good. I have no masteries on him yet. I still need to farm his masteries. Lissandra, because I changed my clan boss team, which I'm gonna make a video on for in the next few days. She's just fast with high accuracy and some survivability stats, nothing too crazy. I could pump this higher, but I really cared about this. Like, I'm really surprised. I'm really happy I could do this crazy speed and accuracy on an account that's, what, 6 months old. But it's all because of the glyphs, guys, okay? Double roll and glyph, double roll max glyph, double roll glyph, triple roll, 1 glyph, double roll, triple roll, max glyph, no speed in here. Then again, the banner, double roll and glyph. Glyphs are the things that take you to the next level, guys. Keep in mind. Like, I could throw some more glyphs to get more HP on her over here. I could change some stuff, but for now, this is pretty good. And then the last one, Miscreated Monster, he's just in random pieces. I still need to rebuild him as well if I'm gonna keep using him in this team. If not, I might just build him in a stun set to have him better for Doom Tower. But I still have to decide. For now, I'm running him with War Master, same masteries I had before. He's obviously fully booked. And he's running at 211 speed, 250 accuracy, some survivability stats, almost 100% crit rate. I don't really care that much about the shields that he does. These work so much better on stuff like Spider or maybe Doom Tower Waves. But for this particular team, for my dungeon teams, he's just good enough. He's mostly there for a chance to stun and for the other protection to keep me alive. But yeah, this is the team that I'm using right now. For my Ice Golem team, when it comes to the fusion, I think I'm on par with everything. As you can see, I already leveled up most of them and ascended them. I got myself another one. I need to grab myself the Dungeon Divers one, which hopefully I'm definitely going to finish today with the energy that I'm going to use on the Ice Golem. Then when it comes to the last tournaments, I need to grab the champion training, which I said I'm going to stop today. I'm going to push more tomorrow and the next day. And then honestly, I think by the time I get my points on Dungeon Divers, I might even be finishing this one for Ice Golem. So keep that in mind. That's my suggestion. Today, farm Ice Golem to finish your Dungeon Divers. Tomorrow, if you don't have enough Ascension pots for your Force Champions, which are going to be all of these guys, 3 of them and 12 of the rares, farm that tomorrow when the Force Keep is open. If not, continue your champion training tomorrow with your daily energy, finish that, and then finish off the Ice Golem on Wednesday when we're gonna have, again, a Dungeon Divers starting. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.